लाइव स्पेक्टेट तो डिस्कॉर्ड पे हम लोग अलाउ नहीं करते, बिकॉज ऐसे क्या होता है कि बंदे एक दूसरे को पिंग कर देते हैं देख के। उसको अवॉइड करने के लिए हम लोग थोड़ा डिले करके यूट्यूब और ट्विच पे छोड़ देंगे स्ट्रीम। तो आई थिंक
यूट्यूब पे रहेगा।
हाँ 2 मिनट डिले रहेगा, ताकि अगर पिंग भी करे ना तो फर्क ना पड़े।
यूट्यूब का लिंक
मिल जाएगा,
मिल जाएगा, अपलोड करेगा तो आ जाएगा।
हाँ
मेरे
जैसे
को
ही
भेज
होगा
देना
ना,
ना। हाँ
वहाँ अपना लाइव स्ट्रीम करके एक है ना टेक्स्ट चैनल, देखो
এসজি
उसमें आ जाए।
এসজি বলছি যে এক্সট্রা প্লেয়ার যারা আছে মানে যারা খেলছে না তারা কি কোচে অ্যালাউড?
করতে পারো,
রেখে দিলে ওদের নিজেরই অসুবিধা, কনফিউশন হবে।
এটা টিমের উপর ডিসক্রিপশনে ছেড়ে দাও আর কি।
पिंग 420 एडमिन है क्या?
नहीं नहीं, मेरी टीम का बन रहा है।
अरे ये मेडिव कहाँ भाग रहा है, बार बार ज्वाइन कर रहा है, ये कर रहा है।
रिस्टार्ट कर रहा है, बोला उसको लॉस आ रहा है।
अरे स्पिरिट तो अपना लोगो चेंज कर दे एक बार, मैं फिर से ये कर रहा हूँ।
ये लोगो मतलब हम जब वो चेंज कर रहे हैं नाम तो आ जा रहा है, बट लोगो असाइन ही नहीं हो रहा है।
ठीक है, लोगो छोड़, तू अपना नाम चेंज कर।
हाँ वही वही।
इस इन लोगों का तो हो गया।
रेडिएंट है वो। हो सकता है हमारे लोगों को कुछ साइज
তুই বেরিয়ে আয়, এটা থেকে বেরিয়ে আয় এখন। এরা রক রবিন আর ইয়ে আছে, পরেরটাই জয়েন করিস। বেরিয়ে আয়।
अच्छा वो कर सकते हैं, टॉस कर लो। हो गया क्या टॉस?
नहीं नहीं, टॉस करना है अभी।
अरे कर लो टॉस।
अभी ये लोग, तुम लोग का ये सेटिंग ठीक से नहीं होता है क्या? पूरा दिन क्या किया था तुम लोग? मैच के वक्त ये सब करना पड़ रहा है।
ये क्या है?
नाम कुछ और दे रहा हूँ मैं यूट्यूब पे और तुम डाल रहे हो कुछ और।
पता नहीं मेरे लिए डाले नगमा वगैरह।
अच्छा अभी सिलेक्ट करो और कल से सब ठीक करके आना ये सब।
हाँ अच्छा
select, we have to select radiant or dire.
हाँ हाँ कर रहे हैं, पूछता हूँ टीम से।
अच्छा ये
ना पूरा।
अच्छा स्पिरिट जाओ, रेडियन जाओ और रॉबिन गो टू डायर एंड somebody add रॉबिन।
किसी ने तो सेलेक्ट कर लिया।
ठीक है, अभी कुछ नहीं कर सकते, चले जाओ रेडियंट पे। Casters, join the casters channel.
ये कौन सा रेडिएंट में बैठ रहे हैं भाई ये लोग?
तो একটু বলে দে, ঠিক করে বলে দে। स्पिरिट अपने टीम को पूल कर ले।
और बाकी दो को बोले यही ज्वाइन करने के लिए।
आ गए ना, बस वो एरर आना बाकी। उनको बोलो ना, कोई अभी बात तो कर रहे थे। हमारे में 3-3 कुछ कैसे है? रॉबिन को उधर भेजो।
अच्छा, अपना नाम कौन चेंज कर रहा है बार बार?
पता नहीं भाई, मेरे को नहीं पता।
क्या
अरे एक
अगर
बार ये स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं, एरर अपना चैनल तो ज्वाइन करे यार। वो कैसे करेंगे बिना बात करे?
एरर कौन है लेकिन?
एरर ये जो है नो चिल ओनली किल, वो उधर बैठे हैं उधर वाले डिस्कॉर्ड पे, जो लॉबी वाला है।
तो ये करो ना, ट्रांसफर करो ना।
कैसे करूं मैं? मेरे हाथ में थोड़ी है ट्रांसफर।
नहीं, टीम लीडर को पावर दिया है ट्रांसफर करने का, बोल रहा था ना, सतन बोल रहा था।
अच्छा,
एरर को लिया है मैं। और तुम लोग रेडियंट हो ना, तो तुम लोग डायर में क्यों बैठे हो इसमें डोटा 2 इंडिया में लॉबी में? स्विच करो जल्दी।
स्विच करो ना, मतलब कौन टीम लीडर करता है ना स्विच?
मेरे पास वो कोई राइट नहीं है यहाँ पर चेंज करने
एक
का।
काम करो ना, एसजी को बोलो डायरेक्ट ट्रांसफर करने के लिए, स्वैप करने के लिए, हो जाएगा।
वो बोल रहा है ऑटोमेटिकली स्विचेस, जैसे गेम स्टार्ट होगा हो जाएगा स्विच।
ठीक है फिर।
निहार किधर है?
क्यों हो गया?
हाँ, अरे ये रेडियंट का और डायर का जो डोटा में पार्टी है वो भी ज्वाइन कर।
हाँ तो भाई मैं तो रेडियंट में ही बैठा हूँ।
हमारी
डोटा
पार्टी में
में
है।
अच्छा, ये लोग जो अभी अभी जो रेडियंट है गुंडा बॉयज, ये लोग मेरे को फाइट नहीं किया। फिर मैं उधर जाता हूँ, फिर तो उधर जा फिर स्पिरिट की टीम के साथ।
हाँ वो है हमारे साथ ऑलरेडी।
ठीक है, तो ये लोग को बोल इनवाइट करने को। देखो
अभी अभी इधर की साइड किया था, वापस हमें इधर कर दिया।
ये गुंडा बॉयज को बोल मेरे को इनवाइट करने को। किधर है ये लोग बंदे?
स्टार्ट करो, कर लेंगे इनवाइट यार, बहुत देर हो गई।
रुको,
तो एसजी वो स्विच भी कर दो ना साइड्स।
वो स्विच हो जाएगा ऑटोमेटिकली।
बल्कि आपने कुछ लिमिट रखी है क्या? मेरी टीम का बंदा ज्वाइन नहीं कर पा रहा, वो 20 नाम का।
एक मिनट,
चैनल
ज्वाइन करना है।
हाँ इधर ये जो डिस्कॉर्ड है शायद उसकी बोल रहा होगा।
हाँ इसका लिमिट एक्चुअली 6 बंदों का है। और जैसे ही मैच स्टार्ट होगा मैं उसको ड्रैग कर दूंगा। वो कहाँ है, वो
ठीक है।
कहाँ बैठा है, उसका नाम क्या है बताओ? मैं
हाँ मैं वही बता, पिंग कहाँ है? पिंग 420 नाम है उसका।
डिस्कॉर्ड पे क्या नाम है उसका?
हाँ डिस्कॉर्ड पे तो अभी दिख नहीं रहा बंदा।
उसको बोलो कोई वॉइस चैनल ज्वाइन करने के लिए, तो बाद में शायद उसको खींच लेंगे वो।
कि पार्टी में क्यों इनवाइट करना है रॉबिन को? मैंने कहा वन एडमिन इन ईच पार्टी भाई। साला इतना टाइम में तो एक टीआई का मैच भी हो जाता, 22 मिनट चला गया।
फर्स्ट मैच है, देखते हैं कितना मिलेगा।
पिंग 420 नाम का बंदा है इसमें ओपन लॉबी।
ठीक है,
स्टार्ट करूँ क्या
सब है
गेम?
डिस्कॉर्ड
गेम
पे।
स्टार्ट करूँ?
हाँ हाँ स्टार्ट करो गो।
वायरस आ गया।
बैन सजेस्ट करो।
कास्टर्स, गेम इज लाइव। हेलो। हेलो हेलो।
হ্যালো।
হ্যাঁ, গেম ইজ লাইভ।
ওকে, একা করবো নাকি? আর কেউ নেই? এ কি
ডজ কোথায় গেল?
ডজকে ডাকো আর রিপটাইটকে ডেকে নাও।
হুম, শুরু তো করো।
হ্যালো। The first game of the Road to Premier League is on its way. It's between Team Demoralier versus Gunda Boys. And I have my co-caster as Riptide. Hi Riptide. Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible. Good afternoon.
What are your views regarding the patch change? What will the OP? What will the most OP hero?
I know what heroes, I guess, team of heroes which I think buffed a lot. Like, I think Beastmaster is quite good right now, but he has to play with a different build.
With the Necronomicon item removed, I think Beastmaster and Lycan got nerfed pretty badly. What do you think?
No, but I think this hard buff is quite good, and along with that, the scepter buff is also quite good. So there's an item, Solar Crest is very good right now. So I
And
think
also,
Solar Crest
yeah.
Shard is a good combination for Beastmaster.
And also, what's your view regarding the drafting big band changes? Like the second pick now gets to draft two heroes.
I think second pick is definitely better off right now because they can pick off their offlane lane on one go.
So as we can see, Team Demoralier still preferring banning OD and Void Spirit, whereas Gunda Boys have banned Viper and Mars and opted for Leech and Tide Hunter. Two pretty large AoE spells heroes, ultimate heroes, with pretty decent cooldown. Whereas Team Demoralier picked Juggernaut and Shadow Shaman in the first place and banned PA.
seconds. Radiant's turn to ban.
His bans don't
What?
make sense. Isn't Mars so nerf? Mars was
What
nerf,
are
right?
not? It's not, but not that much. I think
10 seconds remain.
this is the
5
first
seconds
match.
remain.
Probably teams are getting used to the drafts, getting to know the heroes which are buffed and which are not. And as the tournament goes, we will be seeing some different heroes in the pool.
I think it will be interesting to see because everyone will come up with their own meta right now.
Yeah. I think the Grimstroke hero is pretty much buffed
10
at this point
seconds remain.
with that shard update.
Ah,
It
yes,
gets
definitely,
healing.
definitely. That's a
Yeah,
hard dispel, right?
It is Radiant's
yeah,
ban.
strong dispel with healing and everything. So I think. And what's your view regarding the map changes and also the
It
rune
is Dire's ban.
power runes, with the new power runes, the water runes, which will be spawning in the 2 and 4 minute mark?
So I think side lane bottles are off. Like only the mid players will buy bottle right now because the river bounties are gone right now. So there's no point buying a bottle on
10
side lane.
seconds.
People are saying that Alchemist is totally off meta right
5
now, but
seconds.
according to me, with the bounty rune spawning every 3 minutes and the bounty rune stacking one after the other, if not picked by any team. What do you feel regarding that? Is Alchemist off meta?
No, but the bounty
Because
rune the count has been reduced, right? So it's 2 bounty runes instead of 4.
it used to be 2 bounty runes in 5 minutes, right? Now it will be 3 bounty
No, it
runes in
used to
9
be four
minutes.
four bounty runes, right?
Like, it used to be 4 bounty rune in 5 minutes. Now it will be 2
2 bounty runes every 3 minutes.
every 3 minutes.
That's less, in my opinion. Also, like his Grievous Greed has been up.
Yeah, it's good.
10 seconds.
I would really like to see the Alchemist out of the game, to be honest.
5 seconds.
And one more change which everyone is talking about is the abyssal blade nerf. Like it has been changed to a melee range once again rather than having a blink effect.
I don't think that's a big deal. Like only people who want to go that cheese SS build will be affected by that. Because anyway, people are going blink first with blink on the carries, so they don't require that extra blink.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Sometimes while catching a hero while chasing a hero it was pretty effective. That abyssal blade was pretty effective, having a bit of range. Gunda is opting for LC as their is that Tide offlaner or is it Tide support?
Remain.
Because they have gone for LC, or is there LC a mid hero?
5 seconds.
No idea. We don't know it. LC can be played as mid. He can go armlet right now. Armlet is very strong.
And also the map being reworked. What I feel is that the dire side mid lane is much more easier than the radiant side. The radiant side has much more ways of getting ganked in the mid lane rather than the dire, and also the dire side NC is pretty much closer to the mid lane rather than the radiant one.
Remain. 5
You mean the small camp, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about small cap. And also it's pretty much easy to like stack 2 to 3 camps in together when you're in the dire side, but the spacing in the radiant side is much more than the dire side for camping for stacking 2 camps together. If you are playing heroes like Vengeful or Grimstroke or Shadow Demon, anything of that sort, you can stack 2 camps at once when you are playing the dire side. but it's a pretty it's after the map rework, it's pretty tough to it when you're playing the Radiant side. Team Demoralizer opted for an invoker. Is it a position 4 Voker or a mid Voker? The time will tell. Whereas Gunda Boys opted for a Storm Spirit. Now the Storm Spirit will be surely be a mid laner. So I think this Tide will be a support, whereas this LC will be off laner.
I like the fact that they removed the movement speed limit. Like many of the heroes were getting the movement speed limit removed from because of their abilities, so they capped it all of it. I think right now only Bloodseeker and Spirit Breaker can go beyond it.
Yeah. But there were certain times when Spirit Breaker used to charge using a sweep link with the movement speed buff and the second skill, so it used to break the movement speed limit at that time. Now the movement speed limit been reworked. I think they are gone for a Sand King offlaner. Team Demoralizer has picked Sand King as their offlaner.
I've seen that hero in a long.
I think this Voker is a position 4 Voker rather than a mid Voker. What I feel is they'll be going for a position 4 Voker.
Okay. I would rather prefer a mid vocal than a burst vocal.
Yeah, same with me. The Gunda boys have banned Broodmother, but what I feel is that at this moment Broodmother cannot win the mid lane that easily like it used to win.
I don't think Broodmother is a mid hero. It's like a carry hero right now.
Yeah.
The way our insatiable hunger works, it's definitely not a mid laner anymore.
Also, the spawn spiraling skill have been given as his ultimate. So
Because laning is basically over. Mid laning is
yeah,
not possible with that hero.
yeah, you can lane with Broodmother, but you cannot own with Broodmother like it used to do.
10 seconds remain.
And also the flash farming skill of Broodmother has been removed, I think, with that small twerk in the skills.
Exactly.
Dyer's turn to pick.
Yeah, Team Demoralizer is picking Shadowfiend as the last pick. So Shadowfiend will be their mid hero, and Sand King will be their offlaner with Juggernaut as the carry, whereas Shaman playing position 5 and Fuka playing position 4.
I think Void is pretty good right now.
10 seconds.
Yeah.
And looks like a good Void game.
5 seconds remain.
I don't know if they have picked up on it, but Void is way stronger than before.
I'm having a feeling that Gundaba is gonna pick a Slark as their last hero.
I don't think Spark is good this game because there's an SF and a Wooker.
No, they're going for anti-match.
Enforce your will.
With anti-match, the talents of anti-match had been reworked in his shard now.
Yeah,
Like
so
you have,
Shard is a must
shard
right
is,
now.
yeah. You have minus 2 second blink cooldown and plus 300 range in your shard with a shard rather than in your talent.
With the nerf in Battle Fury and everything, is it really a good pick right now? Camera is not on us, right?
Prepare yourselves for the main
As you can tell, camera. Who is handling the
I,
camera?
I hope it's not on me.
So there is a smoke coming from the dire side. They will be going. They'll be aiming for the top bounty rounds on the tri camp. They'll be going for the tri camp.
30 seconds and
Whereas the Radiant side is moving towards their own jungle.
So these mid-round fights will be the right now. The bounties that spawn at 0.
Yeah.
You can see both the teams have planted balls immediately and they're looking for the fight.
এসি তোমায় ডজ পিং করে ডাকছে একবার ট্রাই করে দিও
আরে আমার ইয়েটা এত স্লো হয়ে গেছে না কিছু করতে পারছি না
as usual pauses coming pauses pouring in before even the game starts. This anti-mage got dissed. The Diet side have taken the high ground advantage of the Radiant Tricam. So if the Radiant side think about going to contest the bounty runes out there, they will be finding themselves in a pretty rough situation, I guess.
But will they be reading into the fact that they are there, or will they go for this route? Triangle.
এলোরে তোমার উপর ইয়ে আছে ক্যামেরা আছে ঠিক আছে
ঠিক আছে So the game getting resumed.
the battle seeks resolution.
No, the Radiant side won't be moving towards their camp, towards the tri camp. So it will be 2 bounty runes each, yeah. So it will be 2 bounty runes each, I guess, yeah.
I feel really sad that you can't take tango. See the storm where the tango set right here.
The tango pulling meta is out. You cannot ask for 2 tango onward right now. So no. So it's a offlane AC with a tight position 4. This Storm Spirit will be having a tough time facing this SF, I guess.
Yeah.
With already the race getting stacked on him at level 1.
SF is strong in lane.
Yeah, yeah.
Until he gets his lightning, it's very hard to survive.
Already the salve has been consumed by Storm Spirit at level 1 only.
Somewhere, someone lays blame.
So anti-mage is fine to get your lane and MPS. There's no way Sand King can pressure that anti-mage.
Yeah. Even the Storm getting a tough time in the lane. He's doing some pretty decent last hit versus SF.
Denied. Stopped cold.
So it's a 2-minute mark, and the water runes getting spawned in both sides of the river.
But players don't seem to be going for them. Okay, stop.
Yeah. SF is waiting for his bottle, I guess. Yeah. Now he'll be restoring the bottle with the water rune. Both the carries are doing pretty even, and also LC is having a pretty much easy lane than that Sand King. The Sand King
There's
is
no way
having
the
a hard
Wooper
time.
can anything in the lane.
Yeah. Sand King is having a pretty rough time. And also we can see the Storm Spirit is dead. Yeah.
Middle tower is under attack.
With the race stacking from SF, the Storm Spirit is dead.
It's not unusual to be honest. Like SF, laning against SF with a storm is quite hard.
Yeah. Also the Sand King getting pressure in the top lane by the anti-mage. I think the Sand King is dead.
Oh, he will just survive.
One more last hit. Yeah, no, he's dead. The Leech taking the kill of the Sand King with the first kill.
My thanks to thee.
He has one more salve in his stash. So it's quite good for.
Radiant's courier has been killed. Somewhere.
So it's a 4-minute mark, and also the water room's gonna get spawned in both sides of the river.
Both the teams have seemed to have forgotten about the bounties.
Yeah. It
Maybe
will take some time. Yeah.
But
It will
anyway,
take
it's
some
start.
time to.
As
Yeah,
in,
it anyways time. Like you have a habit that the bounty room is gonna get spawned at 5 minutes mark. Now suddenly, one day you get to know that the bounty rooms will be spawning every 3 minutes. So it will time. It will take some time. It will take one or two matches of the players to get adjusted to it.
tier 2s have been heavily guarded. Very
Sorry.
hard. Tier 2s have been heavily guarded in this map.
Yeah, like the Radiant side tier 2, you can see that there used to be a open space on the right side of the tier 2. But right now there is some trees that have been added.
Yeah.
So it
Also,
will
the
be
clicks
pretty.
in both cases, also the right side and the left side, in both cases,
Yeah,
the
exactly. So it will be pretty easy for both the teams to to TP in the tree line and
defend.
fight. This Tom Speed is having a pretty hard time in lane. He has started to lose the lane to SF. Already we can see a one level lead from SF over Sound Spirit in the mid lane.
There is little hope for Dire's middle tower. Stupendous! Dire should look to their middle tower.
I'm having a feeling that this SF gonna play this heater SF rather than the magical SF.
Which I think it's good against an anti-mage.
Yeah, because this SF is going for a power trade. Mostly in case of a magical SF, we see that people prefer BOT over power trade if you are going for a UL SF. But this time we can see that SF is going for a power trade, so I guess We can see a rotation from the Tide Hunter to
But
kill that SF.
all within 6 yet, so I don't think there's a kill there.
Kindly open up the. Is it open? I cannot see.
Oh, yeah, sorry, what? Open up?
Open up the net worth chart.
I have opened the last hit deny chart.
Oh.
So SF getting the Arcane Rune in the 6
It's
minute.
And
Your voice is breaking.
SF is like 1k net worth ahead of anti-mates.
Because SF also received the first blood, I guess, yeah. So
Dire's middle tower
she's
is
having
under
a pretty easy time in lane. There is a jump on LC in the bottom lane.
Dire's middle tower.
But she has a maxed out over one.
But this LC will survive. This nice jump from Sound Spirit. Nice rotation of Sound Spirit. This will, I think this will some way or the other make up for the laning phase of Sound
Middle
Spirit.
tower is under attack. There is little hope for Dire's middle tower. Radiant's bottom tower is in danger.
There is a jump on the SF. There is a gank on the SF with the ultimate use. Oh my gosh, that's a nice counter kill by SF. The SF using his ulti, and this leech is also dead.
I will also go with mid.
Yeah. I'm still not getting where the Dire side picked Tide Hunter as a position 4. Picking Tide Hunter is pretty much useless if you are playing it as a position 4. Eight mid into the game and their mid tower is already dead on the Dire side. That Sound Spirit is rushing for his orchid.
Oh, that's cold.
No. This SF is rotating on the top lane. This SF is going for a blink item. This is going for a blink as his first item. He has completed his blink.
Dire have fortified their structures against attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
On it! Careless. Perfect.
Dire should look to their top tower. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Invisibility.
Will this be a kill on anti-mage?
Yeah, it is a sure kill on anti-mage. With the DD rune on SF, yeah. Now this SF has started to snowball and take control of the game.
He's like 2k ahead of next Dire hero.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
There is a duel from LC on Juggernaut, but that's a nice rotation and 3 days combo from SF.
Thou payest
That's a nice
dearly.
skill. And the leech, as we can see, the leech has not taken his third skill. So the Sand King is just channeling his ulti in front of leech and anti-mage, and the leech was not able to stop that ultimate. So no point on the third skill taken from leech.
Looks like it's just you.
The Juggernaut has his Omni Slash. He's thinking of using it on LC.
Well gotten gains.
This Tide may die. Tide needs to fall back.
11 minutes in, Radiant is a big lead right now.
Yeah. And most of that lead is because of the racers. The racer is going for the Ace and Y now.
It was the old meta build.
Yeah.
There is little hope for Dire's middle tower.
Monster kill!
It's a nice race combo from SF.
Double kill!
This Dire side is just coming in one by one and feeding kills to the Radiant side. Now, if that Tide Ravage and Leech Ultimate would have been used simultaneously, then I think that should have been a must-win fight for the Dire side. But this time we can see that
that would be very absurd from Storm.
Yeah.
Like he didn't ball for some reason. I don't.
Now with Sand King versus Anti-Mage lane, I think with the Sandstorm, Sand King securing its last is pretty easily over Anti-Mage, and now Anti-Mage is having a rough time. Like his team need to make space for Anti-Mage.
Oh, his mana fighting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is no more.
The LC is going for his blink after the phase boot and 2 bracers. This Storm Spirit is dead, I guess. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
This Storm Spirit is dead.
Yeah, Dire side needs to make a move. They can't play like this. They have to go for a.
But the problem is that the type of supports they are playing, like Tide Hunter and Leech, both are ultimate dependent supports, and both have their huge cooldown ultimates. Once they use, they cannot take team fight. And also with LC, you need you need at least one support to do some sort of burst damage to make him win the duels, which they are lacking. Unless and until Storm Spirit completes its Orchid, I don't think you can win any sort of duel with LC with the kind of supports you have.
Dire should look to their top tower. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
There are a couple of Filipino players in the draft, right? Which team are they playing in?
Let the fun begin! You're not going anywhere!
Okay, that's a big gap.
Yeah, that's what I was telling, that with the Leech ultimate and the Tide ultimate, this Radiant side has to go for pick off fight rather than going for some mass AoE 5v5 combat. So with the Leech ultimate and the Tide ultimate being used, we can see that it's a pretty much easy fight for the Dire side. This Storm Spirit is about to complete his Orchid in like 1 minute, I guess.
Fortunes change.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Be bound.
Killing spree! Double kill!
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Denied.
Dire should look to their top tower. The Radiant Glyph is now active. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire should look to their top tower. Dire's top tower has fallen.
His Storm Spirit is like 5th in the net worth list compared to all the other cores, and it's already 18 minutes in, and probably the Storm Spirit gonna complete his Orchid in like 30 seconds probably. 1 minute or 30 seconds.
There is little hope for Radiant's middle tower.
They need to make something out of this Orchid, right?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
SF still doesn't have his potential, so they can kill him.
The Dire side needs to wait for the Storm Spirit Orchid and also for the massive AV ultimate to take fights. Right now they have all their ultimates on cooldown. Now they can smoke up and go for a team fight with the Radiant side.
We see the Tide is smoked up, but the rest of them are not.
It's a solo smoke for the
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
How do they get in? Like if isn't going into high ground, how do Dire initiate?
The main thing which I feel like that is that the Dire side picked a Storm Spirit after seeing Shadow Shaman picked in the opponent. Like Shadow Shaman directly counters the Storm Spirit. One wrong movement and the Shadow Shaman, he will get picked up by Shadow Shaman only. And also at this moment the Storm Spirit is not feeling that much of confidence on jumping onto the backline.
Storm feels very clunky after this update because you don't get the HP talent anymore at level 10. So the level 10 talent is either 200 HP or mana regen, and people will prefer the mana regen.
I was the last of my kind. Think of it as
As we can see, a nice duel from the.
I think that's his first duel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here I am. Over here now.
Now they're getting good pickoffs.
It was.
There was no point for the there's no point for Voka to roam in that area after all of his teammates backed out from that point after taking the second tower. The SF is hunting for this anti-mage, I guess.
And I think anti-mage is dead.
With the DD rune and the Quixel, the damage output from SF is pretty high. And both the times that SF has killed anti-mage solo is because of the DD rune and the Invi rune.
Yeah, exactly.
Now this will be an easy Roshan for the Radiant side with the anti-mage dead. They cannot take a fight 4v5 fight from the Dire side.
Arms for the dead.
And with that Roshan, I guess the the BKB will be completed for SF.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The Dire side, the Radiant side, if they won, they can go for high ground and finish the game.
Yeah, there's no way
Because
to kill that.
Yeah, because at this point of time, this Storm Spirit and Juggernaut are of no threat.
Here I am. Where's the body?
They are jumping on the Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman will be getting killed, I guess. No. Oh my
Anti-mage
god,
is
that's a
dead.
nice.
Hey! Unstoppable! Double kill!
They cannot take the right clicks from SF, man.
Triple kill!
This SF is pretty much strong. Pretty strong.
Own it!
Thank you.
I think this game is pretty much over.
Yep.
This Juggernaut didn't even use its Omni Slash, and Sankin didn't even use his Epicenter. Without that, even without those two AoE spells, they have won the team fight.
Structures are fortified. Radiant structures are fortified.
And with all the ultimates used from the Dire side, I don't think they can win any more team fights.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle barracks are under attack. Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
Nice ultimate stop from SF. Nice fake from SF.
Is under attack.
Now they will be going for the top racks.
Is under attack.
The Dire side is just delaying the inevitable as much as they can.
I'm over here.
Monster kill! Double kill! Triple kill! Holy shit!
It's the ultra kill from SF. Can we say a rampage?
No, anti-mage is not there.
No. So I think that anti-mage have already given up. Like there is no point of defending. They can't defend.
Dire's top tower.
It's a two-side mega from the Radiant side.
Dire's top barracks are under attack. Dire's top barracks has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower has